Hey, Nika, you want to make a scary man? Like a really, really scary, scary man. Ooh, your breath is scary. All right, we are going to make a Halloween prop, a standing mannequin of a man, which is actually one of my characters that I have developed. Ooh. I already made one of these for my front yard, and it looks pretty nice, and here it is. Here he is, Unbia Ohm. Halt, motherfucker! I got my hands in my pocket. What are you looking at? These are my pumpkins. All right. Look at them. Ah, bitch bit me. So, this was the very first one I made out of PVC pipe. Whole thing probably cost less than 50 bucks and some military issued shit. So, free, or you can say my soul. So this is what hopefully the end result is going to look like with the second guy, but maybe a little bit better, maybe more broader shoulders. And yeah, I'm going to explain why. All right, this is going to be the skeleton of the scary man. I bought this as a 10-foot, 2-inch PVC pipe. These are all 2 inches. By 2 inches, I'm talking about like the girth. Yeah, the girth. I feel like that's going to be more realistic to a human bone structure. I have a platform. We're going to put the shoes and the feet of the mannequin. We're going to take some old shoes. We're going to glue it to the board. Then we're going to screw it underneath. Ah, fuck, I forgot screws. That's okay. We got a head from Walmart for like $5. And all these beautiful joints. So we got 2 long elbows. Remember I told you, hopefully this will look more realistic. It's because the last guy I showed you does not have this type of elbow. I think I used this for his like shoulders. But this looks more natural, and hopefully that'll look a little bit nicer than old the homeboy in the front. Altogether, this will be under 30 bucks, unless you got to get one of these. This will be your one-time investment. That one was like 20 bucks. You can get a handsaw probably for $9, or you can get a really expensive one that can cut up to like 3 inches of PVC pipe for like 80 bucks. But I think that's the best bet right there. I think I got that for like a little under 20, or right at 20. So with all this plus that'd probably be 50. But once you got that, this would be about 30. And also, it's only 30 because I'm going 2 inches with the PVC pipe. You can also go like 1.5. Then it'll be a lot cheaper. All right, let's start putting it together. I can't find my tape measure. And I was just going to show you of me measuring my like torso, my leg, my arms. And that's about it. But we're going to skip that, and we're just going to say that you saw that. All right, I found it. I already measured my legs. If you don't want to measure your legs, whatever, just use the inches on your pant leg that you're going to use on your guy or woman. You can do, motherfucker, my punching bag will punch his back. So when I do my arm, I'm actually measuring both from the wrist to inside of the bend, because I got a bendy for the arm to give it more of a natural look. Unless you want to go straight arm, then you can just go shoulder to wrist and etc. But I am going to go wrist to inside, and I am at about 8-9 inches. Oh, about 10 inches. So I'm going to make sure I'm going to cut 10, 10. Then armpit to middle, which would be 9. So you can probably get away with just like 10, 10, 10. Because when you put it inside those joints, you're losing probably about a ½ inch going each way. So for me, I'm just going to make 4 different cuts for 10 inches. So 10, 10, and those will be my arms. So we got 4 10s, so that'd be 40 inches. Then we got 2 30s. So 30, 30, 10, 10, 10, 10. Let's fucking do this. This is a 10-foot pipe, and I fucked it, and I cut it exactly 5 foot on both sides. I am a genius. Right where it says 30, I'm going to mark on the pipe. Boop. And that's where I'm going to cut with the pipe cutter. So now I'm just going to do my 410s. What I'm just going to do, I'm just going to cut one 10-inch pipe. I'm just going to use that as a guide for the rest. All right, it's a massacre, man. We got the legs over here. We got the little arm bibbits right there. And this is just extra, but we're going to need some of that for the neck. A little bit of spacers between the shoulders and a little bit of spacers between the hip. All right, well, let's put this all together, and I'm going to kind of explain what some extra parts are. I'm just kicking this shit around. All right, let's get it going. Oh, duh, I forgot. You got to measure the torso. So what you're doing, you're going to measure neck, right to your neck, right down to your groin. So I've done this before, and I already know it's going to be like 16 or 18. So this little piece right here that was extra that I said in the last one will more likely be our little torso. And we'll probably have some extra to do the neck and all that good stuff that I was talking about. Boop. So let me do this real quick. All right, here we are so far with the cutouts of the arm, torso, and legs. Remember when I said you're going to have to cut off a couple inches for the connections between the shoulders and the hips. So you're just going to measure across your own shoulders, and whatever is missing when you put these all together in your measurements is just how much you're going to cut. So let's say this is just an estimate, this is not real, but let's say that is 14 inches there, but my chest is like 20. I'm obviously going to put 3 on each side. All right, and etc. with the hips, and hopefully those hips don't lie. I got these here. I'm going to put these right here, and this way I can insert a glove a lot easier than putting it on just the pipe itself. All right, let's get to going. All right, here's my dude with those little inserts that I was talking about. So now he's all connected, and we have a skeleton. Now it's time to work on that motherfucking head. All right, so I'm going to take about 4 inches of PVC pipe, and these heads are pretty cool. You get them at Walmart for like $5, $4.99 or some shit, and it's styrofoam. What you're just going to do, you're just going to screw that PVC pipe right into that styrofoam, or just hit her in, whatever the fuck. I mean, the more you screw it in, the more it's just going to insert itself. Then it just becomes part of the mannequin. So I'm just going to be doing this, and I'll show you what the final shit looks like. After I twist and turn, I got her in there. So now it's a pipe that will go right in, and the head's secured. Oh, I love that sound. Yeah. All right. To secure it more, you don't have to, but I recommend it. I'm going to put some sealing caulk, and I'll put it right in the inside and on the outside and let that dry. Then this will really be right in there. So it's 4 inches, so I put 2 inches in, 2 inches are out. Kind of looks a little bit further. I haven't really measured it. But look at that. It goes right in, and it's nice and secured in the foam. So now the head's right. All we gotta do is work on the platform to get this, that's all, folks. To get this motherfucker to stand. Let's do it. Here's the platform. I'm going to spray paint it black real quick, so I'll be back. I'll spray paint it, let it dry, and then we'll continue. Oh, Nika! All right, it's not bad. So while this dries, I put a little caulk in the head. So now we got a nice little seal, and hopefully that'd be nice and concreted in. So I'm just gonna give this like an hour or two just to chill. I can charge my battery, then we can continue on with this motherfucker. I forgot to mention that with the shoes, I like to put a joint inside there. I usually go with a T-bar. So obviously this is gonna be an extra piece, another $2 or whatever. So you put that in your shoe. You can screw it in or you can caulk it in. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to have an adhesive that keeps it into the shoe. Or you can just let it be as... then we're going to put the shoe right on the platform. Like this. Then we're going to screw it underneath. And then we'll put the legs right in there. Another thing you can do, you can get like a long stick or rebar. And you can stick it right through the shoe from underneath. Drill a hole. Put the... whatever stick you have, rebar. Then you can just put the pipe over that, and that'd probably be a lot more strong and supportive than what we're doing here. Because a lot of times you might get a lean or whatnot, and then you have to like stake ribbons and whatnot to kind of keep it from balancing. But we'll see. This is a decent platform, and it should balance itself out. Okay, so now I have the shoes that are glued to the board. I have the pipe in there. The white is the caulk. So it's somewhat going to be adhesive in there. So I'm just going to let this dry. Hopefully it's nice and supported just with glue. And I'm going to finish it off with screwing underneath with some long wood screws I have to get in multiple spots, maybe 2 or 3 screws on each shoe, just so it's so supported on this platform here. All right, we're back a day later because the boots had to dry on the platform, and they did pretty good. They're on there really tight. Glued nice and tight. I'm just going to screw the board into the shoe from the underneath of the board. All right. Okay, I have them screwed into the platform. Now we get to see if it's going to hold up the skeleton. And there she is, huh? The shoes are holding up pretty well. If you want some durability, I do recommend doing that rebar project I was talking about, where you put the stick in between the platform and put it in the board. That joint I have into the shoe, it moves a little bit, but I just support it just by tying the shoelaces with the shoe and the pipe on top. So it gives a little bit more stability. But when I put this out, I'm probably going to have to stake it down to the ground or stick it to a platform that is going to lean against or be with to give it more support. So let's put it on the head and see what it looks like. All right, now look at that. I don't know. I must have measured some shit wrong because this fucker's way taller than I am. Like, really taller. I wish I was that tall. Bitch! The home stretch, all we gotta do is give them some girth. You can use pool noodles, but I could not find any in the store at this time of the year in Wisconsin. So what I got some cheap pillows. I'm going to duct tape it, give them some girth, give them some chest size, and give them some nice cakes. Everyone loves some cakes on the motherfucker. Then you just dress them up. You can use cheap clothes you already have, like those boots. I had these as work boots back in the day. Or you can go to Goodwill and get some awesome Halloween clothes. All right, let's check it out. All right, so for the legs, I'm putting on 2 pairs of pants. This is going to be the inner pair, then the outer pair is what you're going to see on the mannequin. So I'm just kind of letting you know that I'm putting layers of clothes to kind of give it more of a girth. All right, I have him standing up with his new pants on. Not too shabby. Looks like a slim, sexy man. We're going to put some pillows in here, give him a booty. then like a chest with the pillow. Then we'll put on the tops. Right. So I just kept stuffing the shit. Look at those cakes, man. Look at that ass, baby. Got that dumpster. It has some nice calves going. You can just use garbage bags, towels, whatever you got. I just use that cheap pillow for the back. Then I got some paper towels, and like some backdrops. I'm going to use that Goodwill bag. You can just cram it in there, try and give him more of a thigh. So it should be good. I'm going to give this character a longer jacket, so it should be able to cover any weird things like this. So maybe that natural curve didn't look that good. Oh well, fuck it. All right, so now we're going to do the same for the top. I'm just going to put a pillow in here. Then I'm going to put this undershirt over the pillow, and hopefully it can hold it. If not, I can duct tape it to give it a shape. Then I'll put the coat on, and we'll see what it looks like. There he is without any pillows or stuffing. As you can tell, he's a skinny son of a bitch. But not so bad, huh? I mean, he's coming along. You can tell he might be real, he might not. Yeah, let's stuff him up. He is with his pillow. Yep, so he looks a little fat. That's okay. You can adjust that with some duct tape. You can tape it, make it nice and tight in the back. I do recommend putting another pillow in the back. You kind of, look at those cakes, baby. But it looks like he's just standing around like a Walmart employee. Nice. Yep, so I'm just going to tape in the belly. Then I'm going to put on his jacket, his mask, and he shall be done. Oh, and we'll go over to the hands too. There he is with his coat on. I did not tape the pillow yet because this is not going to be his final destination. When he's going to lay, I mean not lay, but where he's going to stand for a majority of the time, that's where I'm going to do those fine tunes, tying in the pillow, make it more of a V shape, make it look more realistic than just a fat guy. All right, I'm going to put the mask on and the hat, and then we'll go over the hands, and we will be done. All right, so I have this mask here. Originally, when I bought this, it was supposed to be one of those like ink block mask where you breathe and it'll change like it's ink block, whatever. That's what it advertised, but it was not that. So instead of just sending it back, like, hey, fucker, you baboozed me, I just use it for these scary Halloween men. Look at that scary man. That goes underneath the first mask, which this is scary enough. But that's actually a part of the character I developed, is that he is not really a person. He's just an entity that you perceive. So the ink blots, what do you see, blah, 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 and what's underneath the mask, and he wears a mask. So we're going to put on a mask and the hat, and then you're going to see his final form without the hands. And there he is. Don't you fucking move. God damn it. Yeah, I definitely recommend doing the rebar part of the support. So he's got a little loose in his shoes, then he kind of moved forward, which is cool and it's awesome. We can work with it. I'll just get some ribbon and kind of support him from his back. He has back loops I can put on the ground and whatnot. And also I'm going to put some weight in his shoe and his legs. So with the leg pipes, we'll put some rocks and whatever in there. Kind of give it more stability, more of a frame. Now it's time to work on the hands. Then we can conclude this son of a bitch. All right, it's time for gloves. You can do 3 different things. You can get a wiring, metal wire. You kind of go around your fingers, put in the gloves, and stuff it. Or you can get multiple gloves, put layers on. Usually like garden gloves, I'll put multiple on, like 2 or 3 layers, then I'll put the outside layer that want to be shown. Or what I'm just going to do now, I'm just going to be putting paper towels inside the fingers, just kind of get them out and plumpy. Then I'm going to put this PVC holder, like this connector, inside the glove. Then it can connect to the pipe. Then you'll have yourself a hand. So I'm going to finish this and put it on the mannequin, and we'll be done. All right, there he is. With his hands. Being all sassy. Yeah, hands not completely done, but you get the idea. I'm gonna mold them a little bit better so they look just right. But this is just his rough draft because he is going to be transported. So obviously he's not fine-tuned. But there you go. This is your scary Halloween man out of PVC pipe. This might have been the worst how-to video, but it hopefully gave you lots of ideas on how to do it and be successful with it. Thank you.